First, this Friday night, there is breaking news concerning the historic floods affecting Rhode Island. Late tonight, we have confirmed FEMA has expanded the disaster declaration to include Bristol County, Rhode Island.
The decision will make federal funds available to thousands of residents who were not included in the original declaration issued by President Barack Obama earlier this week.
Now, we've been showing you images from communities like Cranston, West Warwick, and Westerly all week.
Now, frustrated flood victims in Bristol County are also breathing a sigh of relief because they'll be eligible for federal funds, too.
Now, this big decision comes on the heels of today's visit to Rhode Island by Homeland Security Secretary Janet Napolitano. Napolitano met with local leaders and toured the extensive damage in many communities during a helicopter trip.
Even though I was touring at a time when the floodwaters have receded, I can tell now, and I've flown quite a few floods. I was governor of Arizona, but we have floods in Arizona too. And this was a bad flood.
And tonight we're getting our first look inside the flooded out Warwick Mall, but we've learned the shopping center could open sooner rather than later.
Our live pinpoint weather team coverage of these historic floods continues tonight.
Let's begin with Eyewitness News reporter Marilyn Scherer, who is live with more on the relief in Bristol County.
The residents of Bristol County, already overwhelmed by major flood damage, were feeling a bit anxious about being left out of a federal disaster declaration by FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Well, tonight, those Bristol County residents are getting some good news. Ed Daft keeps a close eye on his flooded basement in Barrington that had about a foot of water in it from this week's great flood. The Dafts were worried when Bristol County was initially excluded by FEMA from a disaster declaration.
It was unfortunate to find out that we hadn't been included in that declaration as of yet. I understand they are on the ground and they are investigating Barrington, Bristol, and Warren.
Late tonight, word came in President Obama has approved to amend the major disaster declaration to include Bristol County. For the past 2 days, FEMA teams toured other areas hard hit with flooding in Bristol County, including Bristol, Warren, and Barrington, and found they had met the threshold for damage. Many of the homes on Robbins Drive never experienced flooding before, but with this storm, some got up to 2 feet of water in their basement, which they're still pumping out today. Although the Daft's flood damage is minor, wet furniture and carpet and no hot water, a FEMA declaration offers families options for low-interest loans and grants, but you have to call to register.
Once your application is in, once they declare the Bristol County a federal disaster zone, they will then go ahead and put your application right into the pool.
And that number to call if you are a flood victim in Bristol County is 1-800-621-FEMA, F-E-M-A. Again, that late-breaking news issued by Senator Sheldon Whitehouse tonight, saying that Bristol County is now being included in that disaster declaration. Reporting live with the East Bay Mobile Newsroom, Marilyn Scherer, Eyewitness News.